please rise if you are able. If you are able, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Welcome, graduates, family, friends, and honored guests to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Vivek Goel, and it is my honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor and to preside over today's ceremony where we celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. Thank you to Julianne de Roche, our anthem singer today. To our graduates, today we recognize your hard work, dedication, and accomplishments. You will cross the stage today having gained more than the lessons learned in the classroom or lab. You've built relationships and made positive contributions to the university and our surrounding community. I see many family members, friends, and supporters of our graduates here in the audience. You should also be recognized for your important roles in supporting our graduates throughout their academic journey. Graduates, please give a hand to your supporters. I also want to acknowledge that our world has faced some big challenges over the last few years. Global issues continue to affect our community in different ways and have played a part in shaping your experiences here. Through it all, you demonstrated resilience and perseverance. These attributes will serve you well as you enter the next phase of your lives. Today's celebration is based on tradition. The Haudenosaunee peoples also have a rich and vibrant culture that embraces knowledge sharing. As such, it is important to reflect and acknowledge that the University of Waterloo's campuses in Waterloo, Kitchener, and Cambridge are situated on the Haldimand Tract, land 6 miles on each side of the Grand River, granted to the Haudenosaunee of 6 nations. The land inside and surrounding the Haldimand Tract, including our Stratford campus, is the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee. I also acknowledge and recognize this area is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis groups. As part of today's ceremony, a number of Indigenous components play a prominent role. Their inclusion reflects our commitment to truth and reconciliation. Our Eagle staff led our procession today ahead of the mace. The mace is a traditional symbol of European origins, while the Eagle staff reflects the wisdom, strength, and honor of those that carry it in representation of nations across Turtle Island. The Chancellor and I are also proud to wear Indigenous beading on our regalia and are grateful to Marilyn Sutherland, a Cree master beader from Kitchener, for her work in adorning our robes. We will open this ceremony with a special Indigenous opening. It is my privilege to welcome the Cedar Hill Singers and Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper. As they make their way to the podium, I would like to extend a special thank you. Elder Henry provides a special Indigenous opening and closing to all of our ceremonies. His words serve an important role in the reconciliation process, and I've seen the impact they have on our graduates, our guests, and our university.
Good to see you. Ani, Bujo, Sego, Danse, Sugoli. Just a couple words in our indigenous languages. And I want to thank Cedar Hill for bringing such a beautiful, heartwarming song to us, and Gladwin for carrying the Eagle staff today as a veteran of Canada. You know, it wasn't that long ago when we weren't allowed to be here. Indigenous people in this country had gone through some crucial years of trying to find their place in our own home. And universities weren't always open to Indigenous people. It wasn't that long ago when our chiefs and our leaders stood up and they said that this country was formed on a partnership that was based on the way of life that we have today. And so today, now that we've gone through those turbulent years, the hardship of residential schools that you're aware of today, and the period that Indigenous people were never allowed to be a part of society, we now cross that bridge with people like the leaders of this university. And I want to say thank you all for helping in this path of reconciliation. It's been momentous for Indigenous people. We still don't have as many Indigenous graduates, but if you are Indigenous and you are here today, we honor you in such a great way. But today, let's celebrate together, now that those days are past, residential schools, murdered missing women and children in care today are still challenges to our people. But with you, we can make the future brighter, and I think this is what we're all hoping for. We're looking at the world. We're seeing war, climate change. We're seeing issues that we know we can change if it's in our heart to do so. And our elders want to tell you, they're here to help you understand what's in your heart to make this world a better place to live. And we can do that with your help, with all of us working together to make this place what it should be. And I want to thank you for allowing us to be part of your celebration today. Congratulations to you all. We'll see you as you cross the stage today. Miigwech.
Thank you. Thank you, Elder Henry, and thank you to our Cedar Hill singers. We always enjoy and appreciate the way we start the ceremonies with your history and heritage, and the reminder for all of us to be thinking about everything you share with us. All right, graduates, families, faculty, and friends, good morning. Good morning. Excellent. This is the first of our many ceremonies, so I thought we'd wake up together. Look, I want to first of all thank everyone here that has made our coming into this room perfect today. The volunteers, our students, our staff, everybody that's directed us to get here safely and to enjoy today's celebration. So can we give a big round of applause to our volunteers? In case you haven't guessed yet, I'm Jagdeep Singh Bachair, your Chancellor. And I'm so honored to help you celebrate what is truly one of life's great milestones. Congratulations, class of 2026. My own allegiance to this university goes back more than 30 years. This is where my mind opened, and I began to believe anything is possible. I wish the same for all of you today. Now think about what's happening right now, right here. Breakthroughs in science, in clean energy, and frankly, in the very nature of how we understand the world. This is the most exciting and, depending on your perspective, unsettling time to be alive since
anyone in this room was born. I don't say that lightly. I've spent more than 12 years as the University of California's Chief Investment Officer, managing nearly $250 billion US. It is my job to figure out where the world is heading and place big bets on that direction. And so much of the exciting innovation fueling this new era traces back to places like Waterloo. Now, I want to be open with you. I come with a long list of imperfections and limited insights. What I'm about to share with you is not gospel. It's a few lessons that I have personally learned along the way. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. The 3 principles I believe are the most important, powerful tools you can carry out of this great university are these. Stay curious, think big, and take risks. So I'll start with curiosity. Recently, I moderated a panel with 3 Nobel laureates, including Dr. Donna Strickland, Waterloo's own. And she said something that I haven't stopped thinking about. She said that the AI tools of the future are incredibly good at giving us answers, but they can't do something essential. They can't tell us what questions to ask. They cannot teach us curiosity. Think about that. In a world flooded with information, the most valuable thing you can possess is the ability to ask good questions. Every breakthrough starts that way. Someone looks at the world and says, why? Or what if? Or simply, can or should we do this? I've lived this. My family emigrated to Canada from Nigeria when I was 15. At the consulate in Lagos, my father asked an immigration officer, where should we go? His son needed an engineering school and his daughter a medical school. The officer said one word, Waterloo. A few months later, the 4 of us landed in Canada. 2 days after that, I started studying mechanical engineering. I was 15 years old with no idea what was ahead of me. But I was curious. And that curiosity has carried me farther than any of the Waterloo degrees I hold. When I was 19, a Waterloo professor named Paul Guild asked me to look into a question. How do angel investors actually invest? That one question launched me into an entirely new career. I never looked back. I went where curiosity led. Paul passed away recently, but the gift he gave me, a single well-placed question, changed the trajectory of my life. A lot of great things start that way. By being curious enough to ask and patient enough to chase the answer. And here's the thing about curiosity. It's almost always sparked by human connection. Our AI agents are not going to inspire us. People are. Places are. Life is. So stay open and stay in learning mode. That may sound very strange to say to people who just spent so many years in school. But here's what I mean. Don't let today be the day that you stop being a student. Nurture and grow the curiosity you were born with. Walk out of here with your eyes open and your sense of wonder fully alive. Something could inspire you tomorrow and become the passion of your life, but only if you let it in. Now I want to talk about thinking big. So once you've asked the right question, you need the courage and the confidence to imagine a big answer. I thought I was going to be an aeronautical engineer. I loved planes, still do, but the situation on the ground changed. So I pivoted. None of that happened because I played it safe. It happened because at every turning point, I gave myself permission to think bigger than what felt comfortable. Think about the world you're entering. When Google launched, the idea of organizing all of the world's information felt impossible. Multiply that by 1 billion, and that's where we are today. But here's my challenge to you. We need to think that big right here in Canada. As founders and inventors and great artists and public servants in our own country. You don't need to go abroad to make it big. Find happiness or make money. So please don't shrink your ambitions or your audacious goals to match someone else's expectations, or because you're just afraid of change. You notice I said, please. I'm Canadian too. We can still be nice. We should always be kind and grateful. And remember that the world doesn't need more people who simply fit in. It needs people who reshape what's possible. That's us. That's you. Which leads me to risk-taking. Here's the part nobody tells you at graduation. Curiosity without action is just daydreaming. Big thinking without execution, it's just a whiteboard. At some point, you have to leap. My parents are lifelong teachers with an undying belief that the best and the most lasting gift they could give their children was a good education. When we boarded that plane to Canada, they didn't have a detailed plan. What they had was confidence, that leap, that willingness to act before they had all the answers, even when they felt pangs of fear. That changed the course of our family's life. You will face moments like that, moments where the safe choice and the right choice are not the same thing. My advice, take the road less traveled. Start the company, publish the novel, move to the city where you don't know anyone. Raise your hand for the project that scares you. Say yes before you feel ready. Because if you wait until you feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. And when you fail, and you will, because everyone who takes real risks does, get back up. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the cost of admission. Stay curious, think big, take risks. That's the formula. That's what Waterloo has taught you, whether you realized it or not. And that's what the world needs from you right now. Not someday, right now. Especially now. Network with members of the Waterloo community. Use this priceless lifelong connection and be useful right back. And here's something essential. At the end of my speech, but by no means simply an add-on. I was also sitting as a parent 2 weeks ago when my daughter graduated from high school, and I realized the importance of this as family now. Don't forget the people who helped get you here. Your parents, your beautiful grandparents, your siblings, your mentors, your friends, your partners. They propped you up even when you didn't see the shoulders on which you rested. Please, please, thank them. Hug them. Take pictures today. Celebrate them. They've earned this day as much as you have earned today. Graduates, you're ready. You have what it takes. You're stepping into a world of extraordinary complexity, but also extraordinary possibility. This is the most exciting time to be alive. And you, the class of 2026, from right here, from Waterloo, are exactly the people the world needs. So stay curious, think really big, and take a lot of risks along the way. Congratulations, you make us so proud. It is now my pleasure to welcome Chris Fletcher, Chair for the Department of Geography and Environmental Management, to the podium. Chris, welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Kevin Lim graduated from the University of Waterloo in 2000 with a Master of Environmental Studies in Geography, where he developed a deep appreciation for the role that spatial thinking and data play in understanding complex environmental systems. He went on to complete a PhD in geography at Queen's University, focusing his research on LiDAR, which is a laser-based remote sensing technology used to measure the forest canopy. At a time when this technology was still new, Kevin recognized not only its scientific importance, but also its power to transform how decisions are made in forestry. In 2006, Kevin founded Lim Geomatics with the goal of turning advanced remote sensing research into practical tools for the forest industry. Over nearly 2 decades, his work helped shift the industry toward evidence-based planning, enabling forestry organizations to operate more efficiently, adapt to uncertainty, and better balance economic objectives with environmental responsibility. Under his leadership, Lim Geomatics became a trusted innovator in digital forestry, recognized for its impact and sustained growth. In 2025, following the acquisition of Lim Geomatics, Kevin was appointed Chief Executive Officer of RemSoft. In this role, he now leads a global organization dedicated to helping the forest industry navigate increasing complexity, from climate change to supply chain pressures, using intelligence, analytics, and technology to make better decisions for the future. Throughout his career, Kevin has remained deeply committed to education and to supporting students. He is a proud University of Waterloo alumnus, an advocate for cooperative education, and a strong believer in hands-on learning. His career reflects the power of curiosity, interdisciplinary thinking, and the courage to build something meaningful where research meets real-world impact. Mr. Chancellor, I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Kevin Lim to the podium to address the graduating class of 2026.
Good morning, everybody. Chancellor Chair, President Gohl, distinguished guests, members of faculty, proud families and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. Thank you for having me. It is a strange and wonderful thing to be standing on this side of the stage at Waterloo. I want to talk to you today about one thing, just one thing. And that one thing is fear. Because right now, underneath the pride and the relief of this morning, I suspect a lot of you feel it. You're stepping into a world that is uncertain and at times overwhelming. You don't have a map, you're not sure where you fit, and that quiet, nagging question in the back of your mind, what now? That's fear. I felt it my whole life. And here's what no one tells you when you're sitting where you are now. It never fully goes away. I still feel it today. I'm 50 years old, I lead a global company, and I still don't know exactly what I'm meant for. You'd think the fear would fade with a little success. It doesn't. So I'm not here to tell you how to get rid of the fear. I'm here to tell you to do the opposite. Don't push through your fear. Follow it. Everyone tells you fear is a wall, something to break through or get over and push past. I want to give you a better idea. Fear isn't a wall. Fear is a compass. When you can't tell which way to go, look for the path that scares the bejesus out of you and walk toward it. Because fear points at the exact edge of what you already know, and everything worth having is on that far side of the edge. People will tell you some fears are there to protect you, and sure, some are, but we are far too generous about what we file under danger. Most of what we call danger is just unfamiliarity wearing a costume. Let me show you what I mean with 3 moments from my own life. 3 times I followed my fear, and the one thing each taught me. The first time I followed my fear, I was a kid being told no. I applied more than once to a summer science program at Chalk River. I wanted it badly. I never got in. I remember the sting of each rejection, even to this day. And somewhere in there, I made a decision that mattered more than getting in ever would have. I decided a closed door was not a verdict on me. It didn't mean I wasn't good enough. It just meant that that door, that day, stayed shut. So I stopped waiting for doors to open and went looking for my own. When it came to time to choose what to study, the safe path was right there. My father was a computer scientist, and following his footsteps would have been the sensible thing. I didn't want sensible. I was a tree hugger. I wanted to study the environment, and honestly, I wanted to save the world. People might have called that naive. Maybe it was, but I would rather be naive enough to think I can fix something than sensible enough to never try. The second time, the fear was much deeper, and so was the leap. When I finished my PhD, I applied for a faculty position right here at Waterloo. I was invited to interview. Now, in academic circles, you do not get invited to an interview and then decline it. That is academic career suicide. I declined it. I'd been offered a chance to help start a company out west, and I wanted to go all in. Here's the twist. That startup never got off the ground, never launched vaporware, a promise that turned out to be nothing at all. By every conventional measure, I walked straight toward the scary thing, and it dissolved before my eyes. And I have never once regretted it, because the point was never that outcome. The point was what it taught me. that I couldn't keep living a life with one foot in academia and one foot in industry, the business world, hedging, never fully committing to either. I had to pick. I had to be all in. That experience told me who I was. A few years later, that clarity became a company called Lim Geomatics. And 20 years after that, it's part of the reason I'm standing in front of you today. The third time, the fear was the biggest of my life, and it taught me how to do this without being reckless. A little over a year ago, I sold the company I'd built. For 19 years, it was mine. I founded it, bootstrapped it, led it, though I should be honest, I say mine, but nothing I'm proud of was ever built alone. There was a team, and there were people who believed in me before the results gave them any reason to. And the decision in front of me was to give that up, to merge into something larger, to answer to a board instead of only to myself, to operate at a scale I had never worked at before. Two fears at once, losing control of the thing I'd made and stepping into water far over my head. And I almost didn't do it, but I walked through both fears at once, and today I help lead a far bigger company doing things I have never done. It is the best decision I've ever made. So how do you make a choice like that? One you can't undo, when you can't see the whole road, not on gut feeling. You ask yourself one question, and it's the habit I want to leave you with. Did you do the work? Did I ask every hard question? Do the heavy lifting? Truly understand what I was walking into? Because if you did the work and it still turns out wrong, that is not failure. There is a reason we say hindsight is 20/20. You simply take what you learn and choose again. That's the whole trick. Do the work, and a wrong turn stops being something you fear. It's just a course correction. And once you stop fearing the wrong turn, you are free to walk toward the things that scare you the most. And that brings me to you. You are the graduating class in environment. The problems waiting for you are enormous. The climate, the water, the land. No one solves those overnight or alone or in a single career. But here's what I believe as plainly as I can say it. You are the change agents we are counting on to take these problems on. And you are built for it in a way most people are not. These problems don't sit inside one discipline. They cross all of them at once, the natural sciences and the social sciences together. Solving them takes someone who can speak across those fields, who can bring scientists and policymakers and the community into the same room. That is what your years here taught you to do. The world may tell you that being broad means being unfocused. It is exactly the opposite. That range is the most valuable thing you carry out of here today, and it is exactly what these problems need. So no, you won't solve it all, but you can move it forward. You can leave it a little better than you found it, because you are still young enough to believe that's possible. The world will try to talk you out of that belief, and the voice it uses is fear. Fear of looking naive, fear of falling short. You already know what I think you should do with that fear. Walk toward it. One last thing, the most personal thing I know. A long time ago as a young man, I made myself a promise. I would not wait until I was 65 to start living. Retirement assumes a body that still works, and that's an assumption, not a guarantee. So instead of banking all the living for some distant someday, I decided to build those experiences in as I went. The travel, the people, the things I'd never done, woven into whatever career I was building year by year, rather than saved for the end. Here's a small confession. Back then, I also decided one day I'd be a CEO and drive a beautiful BMW. Well, I'm a CEO, and I drive a minivan. Because when you have 3 kids, you kind of don't get a choice, you need the room. I got the title I dreamed about. The car turned out completely different, and I would not change it for anything. So name your direction, by all means, but hold the specifics loosely, because life will sometimes hand you something far better than what you wrote down. There's a saying every parent learns: the days are long, but the years are short. I want to leave you with a challenge that sounds impossible. Make the days long and the years longer still. The only way I know to do it is to keep doing things you have never done before. Your brain only truly records the new. A life on autopilot vanishes. A life on new experiences stretches. So keep choosing the unfamiliar, the new, the things that scare you just a little. The boy who couldn't get into Chalk River, who turned down the Waterloo interview for a startup that never even launched, the man who handed over the company he'd built to walk towards something bigger and more frightening, he's standing here talking to you. So here is the only instruction I have, and I mean it as the highest thing I can wish for you. Write the story that only you can tell. Write the story that only you can tell. Congratulations, class of 2026. Now go and build, fix, or change something that matters. Thank you.
My favorite day of the year. Wonderful to be here. Today we do celebrate the class of 2026, so I think round of applause, yes, for you. So we know that you've written papers at hours that no sensible person should be awake. You've collaborated on projects that have tested your patience and your group chat etiquette. And you've emerged having genuinely changed how you see the world. And what an urgent time it is to see the world so clearly. Climate change, biodiversity loss, inequity, displacement. These are not abstractions, they are conditions of the world as it actually is. And yet this is also a moment of real possibility. You see, the late night study sessions, the co-op interviews, the field course that took you furthest from home, these are the very things that shaped you and make your degree from the Faculty of Environment so very remarkable. Because who better than you to meet this moment, see these possibilities, and enact change that will benefit people and planet. Your studies have encouraged you to work with the world. Your values tell you to work for the world. Holding both at once, that's not nothing. That's a disposition. And looking at you today, I see it made real. In the research you've done, the communities you have worked with, and the bridges you have built across disciplines, people, and place. As you cross the stage today, you are joining a community of alumni, lifelong learners, and change makers who share your convictions. Our doors remain open for guidance, for new opportunities, or simply to let us know how you're getting on. As alumni, you are and always will be a cherished part of this community. So do stay in touch and never forget, you leave today carrying not merely a degree, but a calling. Congratulations, class of 2026. Mr. Chancellor and Mr. Vice-Chancellor, I now request that you confer the degrees upon the graduates of the Faculty of Environment.
Would the members of the graduating class please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who fulfill the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Please be seated. Congratulations.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to welcome your class valedictorian, Francesca Germania, to the podium to address the graduating class.
Good morning, Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, family, and friends. To the Faculty of Environment's 2026 graduating class, congratulations. Before we reminisce on the path that led us here today, and before we look towards our future, I want us to take in this moment. You made it, and we are so proud of you. While out on a field course, my group had the chance to see the migration of sandpipers. My ecology friends and bird nerds in the room will know that these birds migrate to South America by flying over the Atlantic Ocean. Yet they can't swim, at least not in deep water. This means they must make the 3-day journey without stopping once. To prepare for this, they flock to the Bay of Fundy, where they eat enough food to double their body weight. I hope today, Convocation for you is a bit like that beach is to those birds, a safe space to rest, reconnect with your classmates and loved ones, and strengthen yourself for the journey that lies ahead. It's also a time to reflect on all that you've accomplished here at the University of Waterloo. Our graduating class comes from all corners of the world, but we're all in this room today because of our shared purpose and calling to do better for our people and our planet. Although we deal with the world's most complex and pressing social, environmental, and economic challenges, when I think of the Faculty of Environment, I think of our community. The community that comes together every fall to welcome people to their home away from home and created very strong opinions about the use of bananas in marketing. The community that recognized Winterloo is hard and to remedy this created a festival to celebrate ourselves. Or the community that never turns down an invite to the Nacho Crawl or Grad House. Thank you for being a part of this community, even when it was tough to show up. Early mornings spent at practice or your part-time job, late nights in the planning studio and computer lab, and of course, the years spent working on what, at the time, felt like never-ending assignments, exams, and the dreaded discussion post. What stands out about Waterloo is how all of this time learning translates to time spent in the field, in the air, and in the room where decisions happen. You've worked co-op jobs solving organizations' real-world problems. You've worked in literal fields, collecting the evidence and observing the behaviors that allow us to understand our natural world better. You've conducted research and published papers that are informing our futures. Wow, you've accomplished a lot. Before you've even crossed the stage here today, you have made a tangible difference, and for that, you should be so proud. But I know you still have more tricks up your sleeve. If you have a dream, idea, or adventure that's been on your heart and mind, let this be your sign to take the leap and go for it. But whatever you do, don't leap alone. I can't emphasize enough that you're a part of a community here that can last long after you collect your degree. Humor me, look around the room sometime today, introduce yourself to someone you don't know. You ever remember getting that water bottle that said, "I'm a proud future U Waterloo alum"? Well, that future is today, and we are seriously everywhere. We also have our professors, supervisors, teaching assistants, and staff members who are patient with us on our learning journey and who have often walked paths similar to the ones we wish to take. In addition to our Waterloo network, we have our loved ones, many of whom are with us today. Shout out loved ones who have probably fielded panicked FaceTime calls about group projects or laundry, or have stood by our graduates as they come back for their second or third degree. All of these awesome people in your life will give you lots of great advice as you enter your next chapter as a warrior. You may be like our friend the sandpiper, flying over oceans even though you cannot swim, because you know you'll make it if you're well prepared. Maybe you're more like a seed sprouting new ideas, or like the soil, ensuring those ideas have the nutrients they need to grow. The point is, there are a lot of ways to be a part of the ecosystem, an ecosystem that is so much richer with you in it. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2026.
Well done. That was a good speech. Keep it going for her. That was a good one. My name is Lucas Ferfaro, and I'm honored to be reading everybody's name today as they cross the stage. Before we begin, I'd like to share a few brief housekeeping notes before we get this ceremony going, just so it runs smoothly. To our guests, we kindly ask that you remain in your seats as your graduate crosses the stage. Professional photographers, once again, are here taking taken photos of every single graduate, and there will be ample opportunity for photos on the celebration afterwards. To our graduates, this is your moment. Cross the stage, do what you want, but just remember, there's about 500 of you guys. So get across the stage, but take it in. This is your moment. You've worked so hard to get here. Congratulations again. We will begin with the conferral of doctoral degrees, one at a time, followed by our master's, three at a time. Finally, our bachelor graduates, one at a time. Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's my pleasure to present the new graduating class. Mr. Chancellor, present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Mahmoud Abu Ali. Dr. Hajar Alviri. Dr. Ajoa Boatema Apia. Dr. Laura Blanco Murcia. Dr. Rodrigo Curchi Pereira. Dr. Durgam Darwaze. Dr. Margaret Ellis Young. Dr. Nargis Fatullahi. Dr. Ibrahim Bamidele Jimo. Dr. Isabel Bianca Jorgensen. Dr. Patrick Loriot. Dr. Samantha Joan Legier. Dr. Sep Pashan. Dr. Kathleen Pita. Dr. Doreen Pomazanski. Dr. Lan Ying Wang. Dr. Lan Ying Wang. Congratulations. Dr. Sarah Barbara Treasure Wickham. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Nigin Musavi Baranjagi, Saluhu Mohammed, Cornelius Desa. Vince Ravindran, Weston Smith, Isaiah Amandi Walwanga. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Climate Change. Eric Atkins, Chantal Cassell, Rena Sierra Kor-Lipik. Richard Liao, Julie Takanashi. Julie Takanashi. Oh my God. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Environment and Business. Kimberly Bowman, Carla Marie Dixon, Franco Solimano Small, and Laura Faye Wilson. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Environmental Studies. James Kusi Asafo Agye, Batumur Babayar, Katana Marie Cameron, Alexander J. Hyuncha, Meishuan Lee, Yishan Lee, Caitlin Sarah Marie, Mackenzie Kevin Ross, Joseph Anthony Scarfoni, Pankaj Kumar Tiwari, Bhargav Singh Thakur, Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidate for the degree Master of Planning. Vrinda Bardwaj, Mr. Chancellor, I present next the candidates for the degree Master of Science. Sandani Budima, Jennifer Claire Fatt, Raiden La Liberté, Hong Liang Liu, Ariana Mansing, Shania Wonder Tiffany Scotland. Mr. Chancellor, I present next the candidates for the degree Graduate Diploma. Ralph Thomas Menktelow, Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, General Geography and Environmental Management Program, 3 years. Shane Thomas George, Lauren Ann Hawes, Simon Jason Heemskirk. Taha Awais Khan, Tricia C. Ching Kwok. Seth Mikhail Malawatri. Curtis Alexander Daniel McMillan. Daniel Meswin Jude. Heli Shambubai Patel. Takeshi Tanikawa Cervantes. Martin Zhang. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Environment and Business. Aisha Abid. Tahir Ahmad. Khalid Bakr. Maya Bendursky. Connor Black. Harman Singh Brar. Scott Alexander Brown. Bruno Bustos Alegria. Tianlei Cheng. Mira Cortez. Yuan Ding. La Alexander Dugan. Andrew Gordon Dunn. Iobosa Eguavon. Hannah Celeste Elder. Firas Khalifa Elderbach. Natalia Maria Ann Extavor. Cayman Christian Gilbert. Francesca Lucia Hermana, also the recipient of the Environment and Business Departmental Award. And the valedictorian, Graham Julian Goodwin Berry. Owen David Great. Veronica Angelique Green. Hui Yu Guo. Bayar Hung. Maya Hansen. Sarah Alyssa Hussein. Mitchell Spencer Hoyle. Alexander Heiskamp. Ruth Susan James. Natalie Jokic. Sharia Anjali Khannan. Haneen Khan. Zoya Khan. Alexander Jaden Kopenong. Lixi Lee. Ziyu Lin. Xiao Shan Liu. Ralph Lauren. Meredith Joy McMillan. Sarah Elaine Mans and Baymax. Jillian May Middleton. William Lawler Morin. Shajika Baskaran Nadaraja. Jay Nagy. Quinton Edward Knott. Olivia Natasha Orlick. Justin Flavian Joseph Patrick Belncleron. Matthew Julius Patruff. Rishika Rajakumar. Marilisa Monique Rojo Benitez. Kishmeen Kaur Sandhu. Bihan Sangvi. Iman Pardhan Sayani. Nimar Sajahan. Shu Yushen. Elizabeth Jane Smith. Carlo Ramos Smokowicz. Madison Delta Surzik. Radhika Tapar. Fakir Ashalutulu. Emily Danielle Toomey. Charlie Richards Willem Ubale. Huan Chi Wang. Yunya Wang. Chen Yan Shu. Rena Shu. Yiyun Shu. Jade Yagrinas. Allison Marie Zangrilli. Manshu Zhang. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Environment, Resources, and Sustainability. Kristen Maria Capobianco. Callista Pandora Carroll. Hassan Sadiq Chaudhry. Amani Juliette Cicerelli. Emma Marie Cole. Mary Cole. Sydney Isabel Daniels. Hillary Louise Element. Rachel Julia Gauthier. Cecilia Gorashi. Jesse Matugi Gatonga. Marcus Quinn Glozensky. Chloe Charlotte Carmela Greer. Eva Wendy Guy. Jessica Patty Hunter. Shobika Jagatiswaran. Quinn Liam Jones. Abigail Rose LaChapelle, also the recipient of the Environment, Resources, and Sustainability Departmental Award. Emma Luang Asa. Lauren Mannery. Kylie Grace McCracken. Myra May Owen. Shreya Rao. Courtney Ross. Laura Renee Ross. Stella Pearl Sweet Rossiter. Michelle Ruff. Aiden Joseph Salvucci. Abby Layla Shin. Hannah Lynn Simpson. Jasmine Louisa Ciudillo. Kareem Stayhauer. Toby Isabel Stevens. Emily Sarah Tam. Hannah Allison Thorne. Sammy Baran Tufeci. Nicholas William Paul Wren. Aiden Yoon. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Geography and Aviation. Harris Charles Kennedy. Marcus Pui Yat Chung. Liam Bruce Doherty. Samuel Ferreira, also the recipient of the Geography and Aviation Departmental Award. Lauren Rachel Hannon. Jessica Nicole Isaacs. Sheldon Malcolm Jennings. Celine Kim. Daniel Lai. Isabel May Matsoko. Clayton McClelland. Elitsa Hristova Nikolova. Izan Rauf. Abiram Sadineni. Calista Rose Thompson. Justin Lou Weldon. Ryan Shu. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Geography and Environmental Management. Jasmine Ayub. Elizabeth Ann Beach. Justice Maria Cormier. Armand Dagra. Sarah Patricia Eager. Fatima Eden. Tarek Ali El Ghazali. Alexis Guy Fiello. Sarah Page Forsyth. Gabriel Gino. Paige May Hagan. Cameron Harper. Simeon Joseph Joshi. Arnav Kapoor. Jasper Yunho Lung. Xingpei Liao. Chid Matthew Lowe. Yecha Yasin Masani. Chloe Irene McNabb. Earl Kobe Basil Mandaya. Shayna Marie Morphy. Kirsty Grace O'Quinn, also the recipient of the Geography and Environmental Management Departmental Award. Cody James Palm. Alexander William Perischuk. Jack Michael Robertson. Jack Adam Daniel Salkeld. Ishdeep Singh Sandhu. Jacob Brian Conrad Sheary. Liam Frederick Taylor. Andre Russell Alonzo Tungpalan. Sam Adam Watson. Ellen Elizabeth Grace Wilson. Ian Naboro Namoto Woodmancy. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Geomatics. Ali Al-Humidi. Agnes Barco. Geomatics Departmental Award winner Campbell Charles Ray Bowser. Gabriel William Chang. Russell Brian Crouch. Noran Shady Hassan. Jordan Aaron Kessler. Jasmine Acompagnado Klassen. Lucia Jong-Yoon Lee. Jackie Lynn. Benjamin William Ellswood Marsh. Elsa Jane McCrae Patterson. Adrian Damian Trollman. Shinzu Wang. Xiang Wu. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the next degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors International Development. Mazna Bagdi El-Shafia. Amber K. Farrell. Lucas Robert Fielding. Departmental Award winner Estubdink Adis Kasu. Sarah Nicole Knoblauch. Lily Joy Rideout. Whitney Olivia Woods. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Planning. Lisa Amy Ekatrine. Bob Caleb Allen. Girmahak Anand. Charlotte Grace Aruda. Rachel Rihanna Jane Baker. Aaron David Andrew Bell. Madeline Berman. Erica Andrea Bordeaux Halverson. Lily Catherine Brown. Olu Wadimale Faith Oyele. Rabinder Singh Baines. Isaiah Alexander Butts. Yan Meng Tsai. Valentina Casas Rodriguez. Charles Chan. Sherilyn Kwan Yue Chow. Yun Sha Chow. Anna Lo-Si Chung. Victor Gabriel Constantinescu. Ariana Diol. Sudiksha Rajesh Desai. Eric Peter DeVos. Victoria Margaret Dixon. Alexander Durich. Linda Helen Evans. Amanda Abigail Ferguson. Planning Departmental Award winner Ely Fong. Smriti Lata Ghosh. George Yanotis. Mikhail Glazrin. Kavishka Jude Gomez. Graham Fisher Phillips Hall. Sharika Hariram. Jamie Kathleen Herder. Khalil William Heron. Nathaniel Robert Heron. Shively Holland. Timarul Hok Kazi. Andy Jabo. Shajiv Jayakumar. Mariella Kazmarczyk. Nicholas Alexander Fedrigo Kerr. Aruj Khan. Do-hyun Ko. Marita Kurian. Rosman Usman Ghani Lalva. Si Chai Lung. Adrian Lee. Feng Yuan Liu. Xian Liu. Ingrid Yue Liu. Fatima Majid. Evan Mathis. Ashvika Mativanen. Jade McGowan. Sophia Mello. Catherine Mackenzie Menel. Kenya Naomi Miller. Hayden Christopher Milne. Azim Mirza. Yassine Mubada. Ariana Christine Morin. Ali Nouri. Nanya Dineshbhai Patel. Charlotte Hannah Petrovic. Rosa Elishba Perzada. Rose. Joshua Masad Ponte. Ali Poon. Andra Georgiana Pop. Matthew Jacob Reiner. Miranda Carmen Reyes. Sydney Robb. Matthew Christopher Rogers. Maya Sachedina. Christopher Arthur Gary Schnurr. Dylan Jacob Schnurr. Rekha Carmen Somoji. Sukte Song. Joel Gary Southern. Chung Yi Sun. Martin Yin Chung Tang. Iraj Nahid Tanvir. Michaela Testani. Paige Marie Thompson. Joshua Lev Abbott Till. Kate Georgia Trainer. Brianna Kai Tsoi. Teresa Maria Varghese. Huck Lam Yu. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the next degree Bachelor of Knowledge Integration Honors Program. Corinne Knox-Sermons. Alan Liu. Madeline Marie McDonald. Shaylin Rose McLean. Melissa Nicole Osinga. Kavya Sita Srinivasan. Melissa Anna Marie Valad. Now, Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the next degree Bachelor, Science, Honors, Climate, and Environmental Change. Alexander Tesla Castella. Climate and Environmental Change Departmental Award goes to Katie Crouch. Eric William Monteforte. Roxuan Zhang. Jikang Zhu. All right, you guys, I told you. Thunderous applause. Now's the time. Make some noise for these new graduates. Congratulations to all the candidates in the Faculty of Environment.
Congratulations once again. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but were unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We're almost done. My name is Johanna Wandel, and I'm Associate Dean of Undergraduate Studies for the Faculty of Environment. It's my great pleasure to announce and celebrate the accomplishments of our outstanding student award recipient. I'm proud to present the President's Award of Excellence, which is awarded to graduates with the highest academic standing in bachelor's programs across the university. Only 3 of these awards will be presented at this week's convocation ceremonies across all faculties. Mr. Chancellor, I now invite you to present the President's Award of Excellence for 2026 to Abigail Rose LaChapelle, who's graduating today with a Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors in Environment, Resource and Sustainability Co-op program. It is now my pleasure to welcome Allison Boyd, Senior Director, Alumni Relations, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, honored guests. It is my pleasure to join you today in celebration of our newest Waterloo alumni. Graduates, while many of you will embark on new journeys, I encourage you to foster the relationship that you have built with this remarkable university. Waterloo offers many resources to help you achieve your goals. Whether you want to advance your career, explore new ideas, or tackle a complex problem, the university can support you in your endeavors. Take advantage of the services available to you. As a new alum, you also have access to a global network of peers and mentors. Stay connected to other proud Waterloo alumni living all over the world. There are plenty of opportunities to meet them, build friendships, and foster professional connections. I speak from experience when I say that getting involved will enrich your life. I am honored to give back as a volunteer and a donor, and pleased to see the impact the university is making. On behalf of other graduates from the past 69 years, welcome to our alumni community. Mr. Chancellor, I'm honored to present to you the 2026 recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for Outstanding Academic Performance in an Undergraduate Program, who this past fall received a Bachelor of Environmental Studies Honors Knowledge Integration from the Faculty of Environment, Emma Lecouf. It is now my pleasure to welcome President and Vice Chancellor Vivek Goel back to the podium.
To our graduates and new alumni, my heartfelt congratulations on your accomplishments. Thank you to all the family and friends who've gathered here today to join our graduates in this celebration and for supporting them during their academic journey. And to our new graduates, thank you. You now join our global community of more than 260,000 alumni around the world, helping our institution stay connected to the world around us. Over the years, I've had the privilege of meeting many alumni across life stages, starting with those newly minted at Convocation. I'm always inspired by their big, bold plans for life after university and seeing their accomplishments as they have moved through their life. Waterloo graduates are known for knowledge and innovation across disciplines. They are known for their courage, creativity, and resilience. Above all, they are known for approaching challenges in unique ways and uncovering impactful solutions. At Waterloo, we think differently, act with purpose, and work together to make the world a better place. Take the knowledge and inspiration that you have acquired here at Waterloo, as many before you have, and make a difference in the world. As you have benefited from attending Waterloo, this institution has benefited from having you as a part of our community. This convocation also marks my final one as president of the University of Waterloo. Like many of you, we started at this institution coming out of the pandemic. It has been an immense privilege to work together with every member of this community as we move through challenging times. While your next chapters will take you to many places, I hope you, as I will, remain connected to this extraordinary university and to one another. I wish you all the best in the future. And now, it is my pleasure to welcome back Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, to provide an Indigenous closing.
You know, in our communities, we would always start with our elders saying a few words to open up the celebration. Then we would also invite our elders to share some moments at the closing. And today I feel honored to be able to assist in that manner with you. But the way I think it might work better is if, rather than sitting in the way that you are, imagine yourself sitting in a big circle. And inside that circle are all those friends that helped you through these hard times. Maybe there were times you wanted to give up in your education. Maybe there's times when families' struggles came about, loss of family members, whatever it may be. But somebody helped you through that period. And in that circle, they'll always be in that circle of your family and friends. And we build that circle out of love and honor from everybody that you know. So being in the environmental field, our elders would come into the circle and they would say, we also feel very passionate about the world we live in, the planet that has given us medicine and given us a life to survive on, the water, the air, and all the things that are necessary for human existence. And those elders would always look at you and they would say they're proud of you for choosing a field that is necessary for the sustainability of all living things on this earth, to be able to expel within yourself the strength to learn and to contribute. Today, those elders want to share with you in this circle a moment of opportunity, to share with what the elders had known way before we were brought to this country. And I think our elders always knew that their importance was to share that knowledge from our ancestors to you. And they ought to always think about our past, our present, and our future. Where you were as a child, where you are today, and where you will be in the future. But along with you in that travel is this beautiful Mother Earth that is so desperately in need of your expertise now, your willingness to teach the next generation to respect the water, the air, the land, and everything that we require for survival. Our plants and animals are hoping that you will be that one that'll share with that. And all your parents and family members who supported you to walk this earth in good friendship and honor with all cultures, all languages being honored. And we do so today with you here today as we celebrate. So our elders, they just wanted to close the circle today by saying something that we don't say enough in society. Our world has kind of changed and words sometimes don't come about as they should. And the word in our language is gidwin, which means love. And if you ever looked at the elders when they are sharing with you, you can see the love in their eyes. And they want to close today's circle by sharing you with the words, I love you. And we do, and we should more and more today. So we thank you for all the things that you've done. We thank you for allowing our participation to be together. We thank our president for all his work and what he's accomplished to help us understand things. With that said, in my language, Chimigwech means thank you. Chimigwech is thank you very much for all that we've done together. Maho, miigwech, everybody.
Thank you again, Elder Henry. And as I think about my own circle, our own circle in the Waterloo community, thank you for your wisdom as being the elder in that circle. I always appreciate everything you say. Now, I want to tell you about someone else in my little circle in Waterloo as well, or my big circle. And this is someone I've gotten to know over the last 5 years, my president, Vivek Goel. And the last 5 years have also marked your journey and many things that you have discovered in the Waterloo community. But I'll tell you that for me personally, when I think of Vivek, he's been a leader that has taken us through this incredibly unique time in life and challenging time and brought this institution to a place we are today, stronger, better, with an amazing foundation for what the future is going to hold for all of us. When I think about Vivek, I think about somebody who has defined Waterloo at 100. 31 years from now, you will come back for your homecoming and your celebrations. And as you go through your journey as an alumni, you will clearly remember Waterloo at 100 shared with you. Vivek has been the architect in our community, in that circle, for Waterloo at 100. I also think of you as a dear friend. I also love you. And because of you, I've been given this great honor to be a member of this community and serve as well. So I know this spring marks your final convocation as president of the University of Waterloo. We all know that you have led us with integrity, with optimism, and absolutely an unwavering belief in this university's ability to build a better future, a future that we will all continue to call Waterloo at 100. Please join me in congratulating Vivek on an amazing tenure as president. And now, remember, take pictures, give hugs, say thank you. Graduates and guests, Convocation is officially adjourned. Please rise if you can.